All right, welcome to, oh my goodness, I've forgotten which week we're on. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Week 5. That 1 week that I missed kind of threw me off a little bit. But welcome anyway to week 5 of the cardiac meditation group. Today we're going to do, we'll start with the alignment like we always do, and then we'll do calming the monkey mind, which basically means calming that busy mind. And I just read a little quote one time, which is, it says, not my jungle, not my monkeys, something like that, about getting drawn into, in reference to getting drawn into other people's stuff that's, not really yours. So just sort of helping, and also, but today really helping you just calm that mind down so that you just stay calm and peaceful and cozy on a day like today. Yeah. And part of that, what I find helpful, not just the alternate nostril breathing, which we did the other day, but there's also the breath of fire, which is the one I'm going to teach you today. And that one takes a bit of practice, but I'm just going to introduce it to you. And if you feel like that resonates with you, it's really good for the lungs and the heart, actually, because it's sort of like a little clearing out of the lungs and a little exercise for the heart. So it's really healthy for us, and it also clears your mind at the same time. Somehow it does this. It's very nice. Yeah, so I'll introduce that to you, and if you have interest, you might want to learn more about it. You can learn more online, but yeah, I'll just do it one time with you. Has anyone ever done it before, the breath of fire? Yeah? Okay, I've got one person I see. Yeah, oh wait, I'm sort of got this in the way. Yeah, at least one person has. Okay, nice. Good. Okay, well then let's not, any comments or questions or about last week or any of the weeks? No. And I wanted to say thank you so much. It was such a busy time last week catching up from when I was sick that I didn't read all those emails that everybody sent saying, I hope you feel better, wishing you well. And that was so sweet. You're all so nice. So thank you so much for your kind well wishes. I didn't see that until after the class. So that was really sweet of everybody who sent me a little email saying get well. Very nice. Thank you. Okay, so let's get going. Let's start with the alignment. So if you feel okay to stand up, you can stand up. If not, you can start when we get to the hips. But stand up and come onto your mat. Well, I've got my thick socks on. Let me just take them off. If you want to take your socks off to just get your feet really in touch with the mat, you can do that. Is that going to be okay? Yep, good. Okay. Oh, sorry, I mixed up this now. Here we go. So sorry. 1 second, I'm coming. Just got to get my recording set up. There we go. Better. Okay, so standing back, standing up, and having a look at your feet, getting your feet nice and straight on the ground, taking this pad on the side of the foot, tucking it under, just setting it down sideways, just on a little angle on the floor. Lift your toes up, set your foot down, put your toes down, and then do the same for the other foot. If you can put it right next to the other foot, it helps to line up the knees. So just putting that little pad under, lift your toes up, set your foot down, and put your toes down. I always, you can't probably see it, but I'm always spreading my toes as wide as possible. It's really good to have lots of space in your feet. I think I've talked about that before. Yeah, okay. And then have a look down at your knees, see what your knees are doing. And just sort of bending and straightening can sometimes help you get a sense of, to get them into the right spot. Just encourage them to either coming closer together if you have a tendency to have a bow leg, or pushing them out, like using the strength of your muscles to push your knees out if you need to, that kind of thing. All right, and then your hips. So you stay where you are. I'm gonna turn so you can see me, my hips. So again, tailbone up, tailbone tucked, and then you wanna find your center. So find the middle, somewhere in there. Good. Rib cage, same thing. You don't want them sticking up. That's armoring, right? It means we're kind of feeling really defended and vulnerable. So we're like, oh, I'm gonna defend myself. And you don't want to collapse and feel like just sort of receiving everything, allowing everything in, because you don't have the strength to stand up. So do your best to do that, and put your ribs right in the middle, and then your arms. So stay again where you are. I'll turn, elbows in, palms facing up, bring those arms out and set them down. And then without moving your shoulders too much, let your arms relax. If your hands stick out, like mine do a little, I wish I'd worked on this earlier, but you know what? It's still good. I really feel like it, the more you work at it, the more it comes along. All right, and your head, just took me a minute, stay where you are. Your head, so you want, instead of your chin coming forward like that and up, push your head back in line with the rest of your spine, shoulders back, and then just close your eyes and just think about, what are my feet doing? What are my knees doing? My hips, my rib cage, my shoulders, and my head. And just aligning that whole body. And let your body remember for a moment. And then whenever you want, you can just sit down into your seated position from here. And while you're sitting down, I'm just gonna let in, who is it, Branko? It's coming, okay. Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna put my socks back on. So there's a few things to do with the monkey mind. So yeah, does anyone have a pretty busy mind? Yeah, some people, when you lie down at night, the mind starts to sort of go. Yeah. So one of the things to do is just focus on your breathing. And I've actually been practicing this lately as well. Myself, when I lie down, I'm too tired to read, so I don't have that to take my mind off things. I'll just say focus on my breath, just like I've done in those silent meditations. Just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and just notice your breathing. So just focusing on the inside and getting your mind off of whatever's happening around you. You can do some kind of special breathing like back breathing. Maybe I'll try and, I'm always trying to change things a little. Maybe I'll try and fit in back breathing next week, since we haven't done it yet. Yeah, maybe we'll do a bit of back breathing. Oh, we did do back breathing second week. Okay, good. So if you know back breathing, but maybe we'll review it next time if we have time. The other thing is, if you're meditating or trying to sleep, whatever it is you're trying to do, trying to be quiet, sometimes it's good when you're meditating to have a little notebook. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but to have a little notebook sitting beside you. And if something comes up, you're like, well, like I just can't forget that, and you just can't get it out of your mind, or you thought of something that you forgot to do that day, or you thought of something new, you're like, oh, that's such a good idea, I think I'm going to do that. And that keeps you awake, or it keeps you distracted if you're trying to meditate. So just having a little notebook right beside you and writing it down. Sometimes we get insights, you know, if you're a really intuitive person, sometimes you get an insight to call someone or touch base with somebody. And sometimes it's the perfect timing. So, you know, just tuning into your intuition, giving yourself a chance to tune into your intuition by writing it down. When your mind's a bit quiet, sometimes things will come in that wouldn't normally come in to your mind. So that's another thing you can do to quiet your mind. And if you want to do that today, feel free to grab a little piece of paper and a pen if you want. And the other is to just drop that storyline. Sometimes we get caught up in a story, you know, as in somebody was saying something and we can't, we're trying to figure it out, or we're feeling hurt, any of those things. So, and just getting caught up in the story and how we felt and how we don't feel like we were treated fairly or whatever it was, to just drop that storyline and go into your body, which means to tune into what's happening in your body, right? Like last week we were doing a meditation where you were tuning into the pain. So if you're feeling hurt by this event or whatever it is, this story that you're saying, then just tune into where is it in my body that I'm feeling that, right? So do I feel this in my heart? Is it my tummy that feels like it's turned like in a knot maybe? Where is it in my body? And focus on that part of your body rather than on the storyline that we tell ourselves, or the events as we know them, right? So those are a couple of ideas of what you can do to calm the monkey mind. Most of us have it once in a while where it's busy in here, right? Yeah, okay. So let's get going then with the breath of fire. So the breath of fire is it's a fast breath. It's done on the exhale. So on the exhalation. So when we exhale, I'm just going to bring you a little closer to make sure you can hear me and see me a little better. There. So the breath of fire is a forceful exhale. So it's sort of a passive inhale and a forceful exhale. So we breathe in and we exhale. And I do it inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. The reason I do that, and it's not that if you find and have another way of breathing, you know, it's not wrong or anything. It's, you know, sometimes people are teaching different things or they have different preferences. For me, I like the inhale through the nose because it slows things down a little bit. And our nose is a little natural filter, right? To filter things out, filter out the air for us. So I like to use that. And yeah, just the slowing down is a little more even. In this case, so you're inhaling, and what you're doing when you're inhaling, it's slow and peaceful. So you might do, so normally we want to do an even inhale and exhale. This time we're doing a slow, passive, quiet inhale, so not really forceful, and then you exhale with one quick breath out. So I'll show you what that looks like. And what you want to really be aware of is that when you're inhaling, you're filling your body up with air. And when you exhale, you just release it all out. So this is what it looks like. If I put my hands here, The reason I have people put their hands on their tummy is so they know when they're inhaling that they're filling up with air, and not just filling up your chest, you're filling up your whole body, right? Sometimes people have a habit of just filling up the chest, and that creates anxiety. We don't want that. All right, so this is what it looks like. I'll show you, I'll just do it a few times. I'll do it the very fast version, and then I'm gonna slow it down so we can do it together. So this is what it looks like. So that's what it looks like, the fast version, but the slower version is more like this. So I'm not sure if you can hear me. Can you hear me when I'm breathing out? Yeah? Good. Okay. No, yes. Anyway, I'm gonna mute everybody's microphones just so you can hear me now. Maybe in case there's other noise that you're hearing and not me. All right. Okay, I muted you. If you need to say something, you'll have to unmute yourself. Whoop, come here, ball. Okay, so let's try it together. So we're going to inhale deep and soft, and then exhale. Inhale deep and soft, exhale. Inhale deep and soft, exhale. We'll do about 5 or 6 times. Okay, and if you want, you can put your hands on your tummy so that you know that you're breathing in. You can put one on your tummy and one on your chest. If you can do a full body breath, even better. But you just want to make sure that there's some going lower in your body, because most of us have a tendency to breathe shallow. All right, so let's go together. Completely exhale. Inhale deep and soft. 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 Exhale. One more time. Inhale deep and soft. Exhale. Good. Come back to a normal breath. The other thing is, you could possibly get dizzy when you first start doing this. So pace yourself. If you get dizzy, just stop, take a break, and then come back when you feel better, or just stop doing it for today. It does take some practice, so you'll want to practice a little bit. All right, let's do another round of the breath of fire. So exhale completely. Inhale deep and soft. Exhale. Inhale completely. Exhale. Inhale deep and soft. 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 Exhale. One more time. Inhale deep and soft. Exhale. Good. And then just come back to a normal breath. Close your eyes for a moment. And just notice how that feels. And from here, we're going to go into meditation. So if you don't have what you need for meditation, please get that now or make yourself comfortable. All right. Good. And then just come into your meditation position. Bring your hands into your favorite mudra, which is just it could just be one hand and the other with your thumbs together, your fingers, index finger and thumb together, or pointer finger and thumb together, and set those on your legs. You do want to kind of complete some kind of circle, whether it's like this or this. If you're lying down, you can lie down with your palms facing up, down by your sides. Try not to have too much under your head so that your spine can be nice and straight. And your legs just out. If you need a little pillow or something under your knees to feel comfortable, please feel free to do that as well. If you prefer, you can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your Manipura chakra, your solar plexus. One hand on your heart chakra, if you like. All right. And once you're in that position, just bring your focus to your breath. And just notice if you feel just a little more relaxed after even a few breath of fire. It's also called the Kapalabhati breath, if you've ever heard of that. And just notice if there's any difference. And just pay attention to your breath, just a normal breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. You can inhale to sow and exhale to hum. So, hum, which means I am that I am. I am that I am. So, hum. And if you notice any thoughts, just let them come and let them go. You don't have to hold on to them or push them away. Just let them come and let them go, and bring your attention back to your breath. And every once in a while, just check how your posture is doing. Check on your alignment. Try to sit up nice and straight if you're sitting. And then bring your attention back to your breath again. And if you'd like today to focus on your I am, choosing whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. I am strong. I am confident. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I'm healthy and wealthy. I am hopeful. Whatever it is you need to focus on, just bring that to mind and repeat those words. I am strong and confident. I'm strong and confident. or whatever it is that you choose. And let's go into silent meditation. So just begin to move your fingers and your toes and bring your attention back into the room. And when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. And just take your time coming out of your meditation position. If you want to stay in meditation, you can just close your computer or your phone. And eventually I'll end the session. And thank you all so much for coming. Namaste. And I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks,
You're
Gwen.
welcome. You're welcome. You have any questions, you want to stick around, please do.
Thank you, Gwen.
You're welcome. Thanks for
I'll
coming.
see you in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
Thank you for buying us.